What's up, y'all? I'm Whitt Piker, and today we're on the beautiful campus of University of the Ozarks in Clarksville, Arkansas, at a place called Kasper's. Now, Shane and Angie Kasper may be new to this place, but they're not new to this area or this type of business. They had a successful restaurant in town for years until unforeseen circumstances, and they had to close down. But they couldn't stay away from this area, and they couldn't stay away from this type of business. You see, this is not a job or a career for them. This is a calling. And their number one goal has been to serve people and love people. And that goes for their patrons and for their staff. They want to have a family here and a home away from home. So when they were approached about opening a restaurant in a building that was built in the 1940s that had to be totally refurbished, yeah, they were a little bit hesitant. But you know what? They had to do it. And let me tell you, they did it. And this place is over the top amazing. Fresh ingredients, delicious food, and it's a great atmosphere. So what do we got here? We got great food at a great place with even better people. Come on, you can't go wrong here. I'm so excited. You know why? Because it's cheat meal time, y'all.
What's up, y'all? I'm Whitt Piker, and I'm a 46-year-old personal trainer who over 20 years ago lost over 100 pounds, and I've kept it off. And one of the things that helped me on this journey was my weekly cheat meal. I stay on a strict diet, but once a week, I get to eat whatever I want. So I designed a show a little bit about fitness, a little bit about nutrition, and a whole lot about my cheat meals. And I'm taking you with me on this journey. It's cheat meal time, y'all.
Here comes the boss. Gotta be good. Hey, babe. We're here in the epicenter. This is where it all happens. And you've seen how beautiful this building is. This kitchen is laid out so nice. And I'm excited to be here with Michelle. What's up, Michelle?
Hey, how are you?
Michelle is the chef. And that's the glazed pork chop, right? Is that the glazed pork chop? Is there secret sauces in there? Secret spices in there?
There is a secret sauce.
And we keep that secret spice under lock and key in the safe so nobody can know what's going on with that. And you do a glaze on that too, right?
We do.
What's in that glaze? I already know. It's balsamic vinaigrette and brown sugar. That's right.
Yep.
So you work on all these recipes, and you came up with all these. Is this something you've done for a long time? Have you been cooking for a long time?
For about 10, 12 years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. What do we got going on over here?
Fried cheese.
Fried cheese.
And French fries.
Fried pickles. French fries. That's what they're making for me. That's my appetizer. As if I'm not going to have enough food already, they're making that for me as well. Now, you just moved here. You were telling me earlier, you just moved here from South Carolina?
Yeah, I've been a cook in South Carolina for 11, 12 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Arkansas, and welcome to Kasper.
Thank you very much.
We're also going to make a braised beef slider.
That's good.
Braised.
Talk me through the process of the braised beef. Now, I know braised is a cooking technique where it's both wet heat and dry heat. So you started out cooking it on the skillet or on the griddle, and then you put it in some sort of liquid in a covered dish?
One and liquid and usually some wine.
That's good.
Red wine.
And how long does that have to cook?
Hours.
Hours.
Yeah.
Takes a long time.
Yeah, a very long time to braise. But we have that, and then we've got a salmon slider, which is
Wait,
really
she just said a
beautiful.
salmon slider.
Salmon slider.
And there's also one more slider, right?
There is.
The tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed.
Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, Michelle, National Slider Day is May 15th. Did you know that? National Slider Day is May 15th. But we might need to go ahead and make National Slider Day today, right? We should make it today. Now, I'll tell you something else. Sliders originated in 1921 in Wichita, Kansas, at a place called Whitt Castle. You heard of it? That's the original slider is from Whitt Castle in 1921. And in that area, they had a lot of Navy soldiers. I wouldn't know why there'd be Navy soldiers in Wichita, Kansas, but there were. They had Navy soldiers that they fed these sliders to, and they're the ones who named it because they slid down in 1 or 2 bites. 1921, Wichita, Kansas, Whitt Castle's the first slider. But we're going to have great sliders today. Today should be National Slider Day at Kasper's. So we're having the salmon slider, the braised beef slider, and the tumbleweed slider.
The tumbleweed slider, we have one made especially for you.
Did you hear that? It's a CheatMeal tumbleweed slider. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
When you get ready to flip it, I'll be glad to do that for you, just so you, so I can be. I'd like to help. I'm a helper.
Absolutely.
There is the salmon, and put down butter first. Put the 3-ounce salmon fillet down there, and now what are we going to do, Michelle?
We're going to poach it with a little
We're going to poach it a little bit.
Huh?
Look at that. That's a great shot. That looks good. Now, you may be surprised to know this, that Americans eat over 400,000 tons of salmon each year. That's like 8 million pounds or something, isn't it? Is that right? 8,000. That's a lot of tons. Man, I never was good at math. But 400,000 tons of salmon are eaten each year, and it's a healthy fish. It's high in vitamin D. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids. It's high in protein. It's a good source of cholesterol. So it's good all the time. A lot of people who are on diet, look at that. They eat salmon all the time. Now, we're going to make it a little bit better today. Look at that. How are we doing on this pork chop? Let me check it. Probably needs to be flipped. Look, look at that. If you need somebody to flip pork chop, I'm the guy. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Dad joke. National Brisket Day, in case you're wondering, is May 25th. Did you know that? I'm teaching you all sorts of facts today. So we got National Salmon Day is October 8th. National Brisket Day is May 25th. National Slider Day is May 15th. It's an educational program. I do what I can for the kids. When I was a kid, my nickname was Pork Chop. Just kidding. Probably should have been. We got these split top buns. I like big buns, and I cannot lie. But I also like the little ones too. Look at that. More butter. That's the real stuff, right?
Yes.
So we're going to take those. We're going to take those buns and put them on the griddle, face down. Get that toastiness.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. We're having a CheatMeal ground brisket slider. That's what they're calling it, because they're doing some special stuff to it today. The thing that you're going to hear the most buzz about at Kasper's is these steaks. I mean, people talk about these steaks all the time. Now, I'll tell you, my wife is on her way right now, the boss lady, and she's going to want one of those petite sirloins. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I know her. Let's check this. Look at that. Sometimes, you know, the first step in using these is you have to click them 3 times.
That's right. So then we also have a glaze that we put on the salmon.
And that's the sweet teriyaki?
Yes.
I did my homework.
We just
Oh, look at that.
pretty much drown it.
Now, on that salmon slider, you also do a Remoulade sauce, right?
We do.
And do you make that here?
We do.
The Remoulade is a mayonnaise and aioli based type sauce. And it depends on where you go what the ingredients are. It can have everything from capers to curry in there. It's a really popular sauce in France.
It's a little spicy.
It's a little, yeah, it's got a little heat to it. Sometimes it can have pepper in it and all those sorts of things. We got Angel over here making the green beans. Do you know what state grows the most green beans?
Wait, what?
Do you know what state grows the most green beans? No? Me neither. Put it in the comments. Google it, put it in the comments. I want to know. Everything's better with butter.
What's up, y'all? For this week's fitness tips, and I get asked a lot about at-home workouts. And one of the best things that you can do for an at-home workout is have kettlebells. And simply what it is, it's a cast iron or steel ball with a handle on it, and you can do all sorts of different workouts with these. And you can get these for as little as $11.99 on Amazon. Everybody shops Amazon. Just a few simple workouts. You can do a sumo squat. You can do a goblet squat. You can do one-arm swings. You can do two-arm swings. And that works your shoulders. You can do a figure 8. You can do rows, curls, all sorts of things. $11.99 on Amazon. If you need some more tips for the kettlebell, just add it in the comments and I'll send you some stuff. And that's your fitness tips of the week. There's two type of people in this world. There's ketchup dippers and ranch dippers. So which type are you? Comment below and let me know which one you are. I personally, when it's homemade ranch like this, it's good, so good. I'm a ranch dipper. It's good. Now French fries, Americans eat on average 142 pounds of potatoes every year. That's roughly a potato a day. But 30 pounds of those comes from French fries. Did you know that?
I did. You told me.
Oh.
About 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, 30 pounds comes from French fries. Now that's in a year, that's not in one day, that'd be a record. But although the name is French fries, they actually originate in Belgium. So that's a little fact for you. So what's up with those Belgian people? They have Belgian waffles, Belgian chocolate, and French fries. We need to go to Belgium. You know, it'd be cool if we could find a way to combine all three of those things together, like a Belgian chocolate waffle fry. Did that just happen?
That's a really good idea.
New business.
Did we just become best friends? But Thomas Jefferson takes credit for introducing French fries to Americans. He had them on at a White House dinner in 1802. And then we also have these fried cheese curds too. So they're amazing as well. And it's a fried dill pickle. Man, welcome to the South, right? Are we ready for the next one?
We ready?
We ready. You need to taste these.
So good.
Fried pickles. Salad.
Hello, this is a small house salad with honey mustard and ranch. That's made in-house.
Both of those are made in-house. Nice. We're gonna share this, okay? I stole mine.
I could do this. You are so delicious. And I don't know what kind of sauce that
That's a
is.
spicy mayonnaise sauce.
It's so good.
Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Both of those sauces, the ranch and the spicy mayo, this honey mustard, it's all made in-house. God, love me some ranch. Should be that should be the 5th food group. Ranch. Don't you think? In case you didn't know, the story behind ranch, it originated in the Hidden Valley. I just made that up. No, actually
You
it
never
did.
make me laugh when I got food in my mouth.
Oh, here comes the pork chop.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
This is the balsamic vinegar and brown sugar glazed pork chop. Look at that. Look how good that looks. And we talked about this earlier. Pork chop is the pork chop is the most common cut of pork.
The presentation's always so
Look
pretty.
at that. And it comes with these green beans and these fingerling potatoes. That's what these are called. I'm sure you probably can figure that out. But I'm gonna look at this. These fingerling potatoes have that purple tint to them. I'm gonna try it. That's perfect. I'm gonna cut right into, what?
Get that purple one. She said.
Oh, this one?
Try that one.
Okay, I'll try this one.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool.
Check that out. That's a fingerling sweet potato. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, this pork chop is cooked to a perfect 145 degrees. That's the perfect temperature for a pork chop. Look at that. Look how thick that is. And it's got that balsamic vinegar and brown sugar, which is the combination of the savory and the sweet. And you know, before we started doing this, I really didn't understand how important that is, but that's very important. So let's get right into this pork chop. That's good. You want a bite of it?
Yeah, I do.
Too bad.
Piker, we're supposed to share. We're married. Remember?
Isn't that good? Look how perfectly cooked that is. Nailed it.
That's the best pork chop I've ever eaten.
I know. Let's try these green beans. We saw them making these. Wow. You gonna try green beans?
I can't right now.
I'm gonna get back into this purple potato. Look at that. You know where these purple potatoes are grown? Oz. Not really.
Must not be grown in Malvern, that's for sure.
I've never seen a purple potato.
All right, I have to try the purple potato.
I mean, is that a common thing that I've been missing out on my whole life? Is purple potatoes?
My mom used to make little roast.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
it's so good.
I didn't know there was such thing as purple potatoes.
I like that sauce that's poured all over.
Am I the only one that didn't know there were purple potatoes?
I didn't know.
I did not know.
Out of loop.
I didn't know.
Sometimes the plate comes back to the kitchen
Yes.
because the guest thinks it's rotten.
The first table,
Potato is
yes.
rotten.
The first time I ever took one out, the plate with the purple potatoes, I took it back to the kitchen and she's like, no, they're supposed to be purple. I was like, oh. So I had to.
Those baby sweet potatoes.
Well, that's right. They didn't serve no purple potatoes in Malvern, Arkansas around for. Serve lots of fried potatoes. This pork chop, and I'm not just saying this, it's the best pork chop I've ever had.
It is by far.
It's
Don't tell my mom. Mom, you make good pork chop stew. You gotta try this.
It's literally the best pork chop I've ever had.
That sauce is what makes it so amazing.
You want another bite?
Yeah.
Nope. We're not that couple that feeds each other, though. We're not that couple. You seen that couple?
You did just a minute ago.
I was gonna say,
I mean, I'm
Just
saying
did.
I did it, but we're not that couple that does it all the time, except every night at home.
That was probably the first time ever.
I would say
Almost
so.
choked because I was like, what's he doing?
So this is your first time here. This place hasn't been here very long, and you look like you got the fettuccine Alfredo. And one of the things that they're really famous for here is they make that from scratch every day. And everybody else get steaks?
Yes.
Oh, which kind did you get? Sirloin. Sirloin?
Sirloin.
Sirloin?
Same.
Sirloin. Sirloins all around with the green beans and the fingerling potatoes. This is good? You like it?
oh yeah,
Fantastic.
great so far.
This is, and what you'll find is these are good folks here, but the food is so good and it's strong. It's attention to detail, fresh ingredients. It's good people.
You could just heard him chew that.
I got my mouthful.
I mean, it is perfect.
Well, that's one of the things I said too is good things take time, right? The only thing that grows overnight is a weed. That'll breed.
Actually will.
So something that's good, it takes time. And you know, we get caught up in our busy lifestyles and we go to restaurants and we want, where's my food? Where's my food? But if you get good quality food like this,
it's going to take a little time. And it is, I'm not kidding you when I tell you it's the best pork chop I've ever had. Uh-oh, your food here.
I've been used to.
Oh,
Oh my
look
god,
at
so
that.
beautiful.
Look at that. You gotta get a shot of this. I'm sure that's garlic and butter in there. It looks like a flower. Look at those grill marks too. I lived my whole 46 years and didn't know they were purple potatoes.
Very good.
Good? Lived my whole 46 years, didn't know they were purple potatoes.
That's perfect.
Hey, you want to know something really quick? Lived my whole 46 years, didn't know they were purple potatoes. As soon as I got my pork chop and tasted it, I offered her a bite like that. Did you know that?
You have to have
Oh,
this.
no,
No,
yeah,
you need to try
yeah.
this.
I offered her a bite right away, and she's just going right in and not even offering me a bite.
I only took one bite so far.
Yeah, I see how it is. Still hasn't offered me a bite.
I'm cutting you
Still.
back right this very minute. Look at that. It's perfect.
Oh, let's talk about this. You can argue with me if you want to, but my favorite way to steak is medium. You get the most flavor out of a medium steak, and you can see that there's still smoke coming off of that. That little pink center is what's perfect to me. I love steak.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's amazing.
Slider sample
gosh.
dinner.
That.
Oh, goodness. Can you take this out?
Look at that.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's talk about this. Look at this. We have the salmon slider, which has a spring lettuce mix on there, and then they put what's called a power vegetable slaw that has Brussels sprouts, carrots, chopped zucchini. It's got kale in there, and then they marinate that slaw in a honey and raspberry vinaigrette, and then also it has the Remoulade sauce, which is the French condiment we talked about earlier. Now, the second one is a braised beef slider with provolone cheese. Do you know how many types of cheese there are? Over 750. What do you call a sad cheese? Blue cheese. Dad joke. Hey, you know that was Gouda. Provolone is an Italian cheese. It's from a small village in Italy. It's a aged stretch curd cheese. And then the braised beef on there. And we talked about how the braised beef braising is a combination cooking technique where it's both wet heat and dry heat. So usually it starts out in sauteed or in a skillet or on the griddle, and then they put it in some sort of liquid and cook it for a long time to get it good, juicy, and tender. And then this is what they called the CheatMeal tumbleweed slider. We're just going to name it that from now on. But I think I should say, when I say tumbleweed slider, I should say the tumbleweed slider. Is that better?
You're married again, Twins, so keep that in mind.
Cue the music.
The tumbleweed slider. Hey, you think you could play that that Clint Eastwood music from? Yeah. So I could go.
Sing it.
I could go. The tumbleweed slider. Well, how's it go?
Do it all again, then. 'Cause I ain't
Okay.
cutting all that together.
Okay. I think we should play that music from the Clint Eastwood westerns when I say tumbleweed slider. But then we can just add it in there later. So I'll do it again. The tumbleweed slider. Yeah. So on this tumbleweed slider, I told you earlier.
I'm gonna have so much fun with that. Oh man.
The tumbleweed slider, I told you earlier, it's ground brisket. That's something totally different. You're only going to get that here. And then it's got the onion straws on here, which are delicious. There's cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and bacon. And look at this. This is amazing. Like I said earlier, National Slider Day is May 15th, but we got to make today National Slider Day. So, which one should I try first? I think the salmon. You're right.
You know the story about salmon? They're a freshwater fish. They're hatched in freshwater, and then they migrate to the ocean in saltwater, but they return back to freshwater to spawn. And folklore has it that they return to the exact same water that they were hatched to spawn. And there's been geological studies that prove that to be true. So, what did the salmon say when he swam into the wall?
What do you say?
Damn. I wasn't cussing, Mom. I'm just talking about the actual damn.
You'll be here all week.
Oh, wait.
Dad joke. Here we go. That is perfect. I even said it earlier that salmon's a hard meat to cook. I got some on my face?
Yeah.
I got some on my face? I feel like I do. Look at that. Starts out with a 3-ounce salmon patty that's got that sweet teriyaki glaze on it. Man, that is so good. That is amazing. There's all those flavors together. You can taste the marinade that's on there, and then that the slaw is in. That's a honey raspberry vinaigrette. That's right. You could taste that in there, and then that remoulade sauce. Am I saying that right? Is it remoulade? Rammalade. You say remoulade, I say Rammalade. It's the first probably time I've ever had remoulade. But I can tell you this, if we had a kid, I might name him Remoulade now. It's so good.
I don't think so.
You gonna try it? You gonna bite?
And put it on everything.
No, just a bite. God. See what
Don't
happens.
get me eating it. I'll have it all over my face.
All right, this is the braised beef slider. Ooh. This almost has the consistency. See? Look at that. Look at that beef.
That's so good.
You need to try that. Look at this. I'm going in. It's a tumbleweed slider. Wow. That is amazing. It has that grilled flavor to it. But you can taste that that's a better cut of meat. That brisket's just got a better flavor to it. And then that crunch of those onion straws on there. And it's got fried pickles on there. There's fried pickles on there. There's fried pickles on there. That's what I was tasting. Yep, that's my favorite. Put it on the menu. CheatMeal slider. Can you see how good that looks? 2 ground brisket patties. There's bacon on there. There's the fried pickles. There's the onion straws, lettuce, and tomato. Hey y'all, that's another cheat meal in the books, and I'm telling you, it was amazing. You need to do yourself a favor and make the short drive or even long drive to Clarksville and come to Kasper's. Everything I had was completely delicious. And you know what? It's really good people here too. So you need to come here and give this place a try. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And we want you to follow us on our other social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Just go search CheatMeal and you'll find us there. Now, when I tell you we have some big stuff coming, I'm not kidding at all. You're going to want to stay tuned to watch this. And as I always say, stay fit, eat clean, and have a cheat meal to stay sane. So we're glad to be here.